Hello friends, welcome to episode 8 of Me, Mommy, and Daddy's Story.
Hello everyone, thanks for tuning back in. In this episode we're going to continue from where we left off, talking about finishing up the rotting procedures, and after that we had to start all over, basically from step 0, to work on getting you into some exercises so you can start moving your legs again and slowly but surely start moving about. And then we were excited about the prospect of being able to get you to stand on your own and take a few steps. So we were very hopeful, very excited, and we were starting to get you back into the rhythm of things with the goal of getting you to walk and become more independent. And as we were going through this process, of course, we were very happy and very excited to see how everything works. We started noticing that, Chemo wasn't feeling that well. And because during this time we had so much stress, so much sadness, just so many things have happened to us as a family. Of course, lack of sleep, all that worrying. We figured initially that it was probably just that burnout, that fatigue, the tiredness, the stress, and the sadness. So initially we didn't, we knew about it. We kind of could see it because, we were working happy moments, and you could always see Kayman wasn't feeling that well, kind of sad, tired, often less energy. And initially, we just kind of thought it might go away, try and get her some more rest and get her not to stress out that much. And as it progressively got worse, she just wasn't herself, and again, just tired, feeling without energy. And we finally had to go and consult a doctor. And unfortunately, the diagnosis was not good news, was not what we were hoping for. It was actually very bad, and it was confirmed that it was cancer. So at that point, it was like our entire world just came crashing down. And because of the nature of it, there was a very high chance that she would not make it, which of course then added on to all of our problems. Here we are worrying about Kevin and trying to get him back, be there for him during all the surgeries and all the processes and everything, and be strong for him. And now we had just a shock of, K-Mom not being there. And we tried to get her to have the courage and think positive. And she knew when I was talking with her, she said, I need to be there for Kevin. What's going to happen to him? One of the things is she always said, look, nobody knows how to take care of him like she does and I do. And it's tough enough for two people as it is, but just to remain one person would just be devastating. So we kept telling her, and we were focusing, let's think positive. Let's know that you're going to get through this. And so she had to process that. It's news that I'm sure nobody wants to hear, and it's a huge shock. And there are steps that you go through when getting this kind of news, dealing with it. And you can imagine we had to balance thinking about that, taking care of Kevin, work, just keeping the family together, thinking positive. So that was an enormous weight on us. And once we pushed through, we got the idea, look, we're going to fight through this. You're going to do what needs to be done. You need to be there for Kevin. Then we had to get into the steps and all that it entails to get her to make it through and to be herself again. So the very first step was the surgery. And this was, again, without getting into too much detail, it was a complicated surgery. We didn't know how it's going to go. And she pulled through the actual surgery itself, which was wonderful. And then, of course, came the other steps. She had to do chemo and also radiation. And they were done in different parts. Without getting into too much detail, it was the surgery, and then she had to do chemo. Now, one of the things that we want to thank the hospital, and one of the things that her oncologist and the team was able to do is let us be there with her. This actually was not customary, so they did not want a child to be in the treatment room. And of course, they knew about Kevin, our situation, and how the family is, and they made an exception. So that was wonderful because we were able to be there with her while she was getting the chemo. And Kevin, you were just wonderful. You were trying to cheer her up the whole time. And, it was just such joy to see your positivity. And I think Mom really appreciated that. And it was wonderful to have you there. And she knew I have to pull through because I have to make sure Kevin's all right. And of course,
I didn't want to die.
Everybody knows your positivity, and you were just a joy to have around there too.
Wow, this is an emotional episode.
I know it is. It is a tough one, and we just kept telling her, "Look, it's okay. Take it step by step, by treatment." And of course, there were some changes, which, if you know about it, are obvious. So, we actually kind of just dealt with it and made the best of it, so to speak, with the hair loss, and just trying to keep it positive, trying to get her to think that it's going to go well and it's going to be all right.
Because positivity is the second best medicine.
Yes, and laughter. So we tried to make her forget about it, kind of think, okay, these are the steps you're going to take and you're going to be all right. So if you do this, you're going to be well. That's kind of what we told her all the time. Sorry, it was a really tough one. So then when she got through the chemo and the effects were good, then there came the time for the radiation, which I think from what she told us, that was a little bit even tougher on the body. So she felt very weak during this time, and we had to be very careful so she doesn't catch anything else, because the immune system is obviously down during this period. And she went through all the steps that were recommended at that time, and we are happy to say that she made it through. However, there is another part of the treatment that is still ongoing that she, to this day, has to take in order to make sure that she's going to survive and be here with us, hopefully for a long time.
I hope so.
So,
I have to be here for you, right?
That's basically what we were just focusing on. Go through.
I love you, Kevin.
I love you too.
Take all the treatments and just make sure you get better so that we can take care of Kevin and be there for him. And it was tough, and at that time you were recovering, we were trying to get you, and it's kind of like Mom was recovering too. So it was a lot of pressure and stress, and I think a lot of thoughts and feelings that I really can't convey. Only someone that really goes through it can really truly know the emotions. But it was a very difficult period for us. Always making sure that you're okay, and then mom slowly just regaining her power and becoming normal again. And we just took it day by day. We went through it, and of course, mental health as well. It's very tough to deal with it, but we try to, again, put the positive ahead of us, think positively, and always know that there's a reason we need to move on and that we need to get through this. I think that's going to be it for this episode. I know it's a very emotional one.
It was a
for
roller
us.
coaster.
Yes, it was tough. But thank you so much for watching.
Thank you very much. I hope you all. Here's some soft home conventional hugs, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon, friends.